complete a challenge video where he didn't touch a single item box in Mario Kart Wii or Double Dash. I thought that was an amazing idea, so here's me trying to do it with Mario Kart Tour. I cannot touch any item boxes by any means, and I'm only going to be focusing on the track itself. Not what place I get, but only when I finish the track, and of course the track itself. So let's get started with the first track of the current tour. And just to say, the current tour right now is the Bowser vs. Donkey Kong tour, if you're watching this in the future. So yeah, quick mention there. The first track that I have to do is Airship Fortress. The first set of item boxes already were giving me problems. At first I tried going onto these sidebars because you can do that in the original, in the Mario Kart 7 remake. But that didn't work out because this game is very stingy with its invisible walls, and even if you're not actually touching the item box, and even if somebody makes the item box disappear, you still get your item, which means I'm still touching an item box technically. As you can see on my first attempt, I didn't even move away enough. On my second attempt, I started to hug the wall, and that didn't even work. So this level was sadly impossible. Similar thing goes for Dino Jungle. I couldn't get past the first set of item boxes there for the whole track, so therefore the whole track is impossible. Finally, for this cup, we have Maple Freeway. In the first attempt, like Airship Fortress, I wasn't even close enough to the wall, so I had to attempt it again. So the next time that I tried to avoid it, I hugged the wall, and crap still ain't work. So the entire cup was impossible. The next cup's first track was GBA Bowser Castle 2. I had some hope because it's a simple Game Boy Advance track, so I shouldn't have much problems, right? No. This time I actually hugged the wall on my first try and still collected the box. You might be thinking that I hit the speed boost and it made me go faster and I didn't avoid it. And no. Here's a replay clip to show that I didn't do that. The next track was Rosalinas Iceberg. The first thing I thought of was going onto the snow, but that didn't work because of the invisible walls, of course. But the next attempt let me get onto the snow, but for some reason the invisible walls stopped me from avoiding it. So this track is also impossible. DK Summit seemed promising at first because I didn't see any boxes where they are in the original, but then I forgot something. I'm playing the T version! The T versions always have more ramps. So I got onto the ramp and saw a bundle of item boxes just sitting there waiting for me. I hugged the invisible wall to try to avoid it, but obviously, since this game is stingy with its invisible walls, no, it didn't work. Next we have Royal Raceway. The first track I couldn't get on the grass to avoid the boxes, but then on my next attempt I could. So I went left and avoided that set of boxes. I tried going onto the right side of the grass, but that didn't turn out well. But no matter how many times I tried going onto the left side, I couldn't avoid the boxes. So this was also, of course, possible. For Vanilla Lake, I decided to play as the best Mario character of all time, for some good luck. And it didn't do anything. On the first lap, I couldn't avoid the first set of item boxes, but for some reason on the second lap, I could avoid it. And yes, even though I had item boxes, I had items because I had items before that first set, that technically doesn't matter because the next set of item boxes were the same thing, so it doesn't really matter. But then the next set of item boxes are for real, definitely were not going to be avoided by me. Like I said before, well, actually no, not even any invisible walls that relate to this. There's just regular walls just in my way. For Donut Plains 2, I could avoid the first set of item boxes after starting the first time. But the next set didn't work out because of the invisible wall. Even though I tried to hug it, the wall didn't really do anything to help me out at all. So this track's also a bust. For Calamari Desert 2, I couldn't avoid the first set of boxes, obviously. The next set of boxes weren't going to be possible to avoid either. So there's another level that's not going to work either. And trust me, I tried to get on the orange grass, I don't know what it's called, and that didn't even work either because of the invisible wall, of course. For Mario Circuit 3, the first track had the first set of item boxes were actually avoidable, and so was the second one. I thought I had to touch them, but no. Then I went onto sand and tried to avoid the next set of boxes on the ramp. And I realized at that point that I had won the track. This is the first track that I could even complete in this challenge. Let's just hope that the other tracks are generous as well. Well, as I should say, the other track, or the final track. So, the final track I had to do, aka Waluigi Pinball, of course, was the most overrated track of all time, just to say that. I couldn't avoid the first set of boxes, nor the second, and nor the third set. So let's tally up the score for all the tracks. So out of the 11 tracks, only one of them were possible. But no, we're not done yet. We got to do the bonus challenges. So let's start with those. The first three challenges, Ring Race, Time Trial, and Glider Challenge, didn't have any item boxes, so they were all, of course, possible. Smash of the Dry Bones sadly did have some boxes, and they really weren't affordable. The next two challenges, of course, didn't have any item boxes either. The Goomba Takedown did require me to touch an item box near the beginning. Steer clear of the obstacles, another time trial, and the other ring race all didn't have any item boxes as well. The next one where I tried to avoid the item boxes was possible. It was very annoying because I had to restart multiple times, but after 2 to 3 attempts I was able to finish it without touching any boxes. But mind you, this challenge is long as crap, so this took me very long to finish. The final challenge, Combo Attack, was impossible because of some of those invisible walls, obviously, and of course those item boxes. And they of course got in my way. So let's tally up the points. So out of 12 challenges, only 2 of them were impossible. I think that's a pretty good score, so let's tally up the challenges combined with the regular Nitro tracks and retro ones. So out of the 24 tracks and challenges combined into one, only 11 were possible. It's not that good of a score, but I kind of expected it, honestly, since I obviously knew that this game's item boxes and invisible walls were very stingy. Something pretty weird, or funny, I guess you could say, is that I went through my music playlist on Music that has 10 songs around 6 to 7 times while doing and writing the script for this video. But hey, at least writing the script and doing the challenge itself only took 1 day. And currently, as I'm reading the script, this is not on the script, but currently it's the day that the 3D Mario Kart game is predicted by me. This is currently the day where that video is premiering, so it already premiered already. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, watch some other videos I have on screen. So peace.